Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am RAJU Mahendra. I am a student of the Faculty of Tarbiyah and Teacher Training, majoring in Tadris English at the State Islamic University of North Sumatera Utara. Okay, well, in this video, I will explaining the learning media in ICT, one of which is animation video. The one where I draw today's topic is the effect of video animation on ICT based learning on learner English skills. Animation is the movement of object and text arranged in such a way that it looks interesting and looks more alive. According to Tami, 2007, animation is a series of images that form a movement. One of the hallmarks of the animation is its ability to systematically explain, even in a times of change. This is very helpful in explaining the procedure and sequence of events. The principle of animation is to create the illustration of movement by displaying a sequence of images that change little by little at high speed, or it can be concluded that the animation is a stationary object that is projected to move so that it looks alive. Animation is one of the computer-based learning media that aims to maximize visual effect and provide continuous interaction so that understanding of the teaching materials increases. In today's era of learning, use animation video have been much favored. The development of the information technology in today's era is inevitable influence in the world. Its role is always constantly adjust the development of the technology to evolve in improving the quality of education, especially the adjustment of the use of information communication technology for education, especially in the learning process. One example of an application that exists on the internet network is YouTube, in which there are animation video or animation film. The use of animations today has covered all fields, especially in education as a medium of learning in the classroom. Animation is an object or several objects that appear to move across the stage or change shape, change size, change color, change runs, and change other runs. Animation in education provides various advantages for educators and learners. For students, animation can encourage interest in learning and understanding of a particular field of science. For educator, animation can facilitate the learning and teaching process, delivering material to students in learning for elementary school students. Animation video can be applied to expose of the material. In the presenting the material, if there is an animation video, students will be more familiar with the purpose of the material so that they have an understanding of the material present. The use of animations aims to stimulate of five senses of human. That is why in the selection of image and sound in the animation must be very important. The benefit of animation video in increasing the effectiveness and essence of the learning process, namely overcoming distance and time limitation, can be repeated when necessary to add clarity and message convey is quick and easy to remember. Development student took and opinions development imagination clarify abstract things and provides a more realistic picture. The use of animation video is learning has advantages over learning an educator, namely motivating motivation on the student to pay attention because it presents an attraction for students, especially animation that are equipped with sounds, display attraction that are not visible or different physical process make it easier for a teacher to present information about process that are quick, difficult to explain, allow visualization of the imagination, concept, object, and their relations can combine large amounts of the scientific data into one package, which can then be present simple. Animation video need to be encouraged to remember for several surveys on the internet so that animation video profits to be able to improve the quality of education compared to conventional ways. Information and communication technology. The use of animation learning media has advantages and disadvantages. The advantages is animation learning media, namely the first is able to provide the convenience to teacher to expose information about the complex material, and two, using more than one combined media include audio and visual, and the third is can attraction attention and focus on student that can increase motivation on student learning outcomes, and the fourth is has an interactive nature which has the ability to facilitate the response of students, and the five is has an individual nature that is issue for the student to use animation media without any guidance for the teacher. And the disadvantages of animation learning media, namely the first is the need for special software to create learning media with animation, and two, the need for skill and creativity to design effect animation that can be used as a learning medium, And the third is the absence of image in reality, such as photography and video. And I think the use of the animation learning media can produce a positive response in student, where student can improve understanding of the material, learning outcomes using animation media is more effective because it can improve students' learning outcomes compared to learning media without animation. And the secondary school, the application of the 3D animation media with the blend application can improve student thinking power in preparing observation step on physics subjects with the atomic nucleus material. Meanwhile, by using a storytelling through animation can facilitate the delivering of the knowledge in coastal communication of the Slave River and Delta. Okay, I think that's all for me and my explanation about the animation video in learning with the ICT. Uh, Sorry for my mistake. Billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.